Collaboration pays off.
So good afternoon guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned a lot of things in last 2 lectures of design thinking. Today we'll be doing somewhat a kind of brainstorming session on some of the digital tools what we use for design thinking processes and making ideas, evaluation and all those stuff. Today we'll be learning more about how to collaborate and work in a team using some digital platforms, right? And as per the promise what I have made you in aero modeling sessions, like we'll be learning more about how to make a quadcopter drone, right? So today this session is all about using digital tools, socializing, building teams and developing ideas on the basis of present scenario, but totally in collaboration. So let's not wait further and let's get started. So welcome back guys. Today we have this thing, building project via DTP. DTP is all about design thinking process जो हमने सीखा था last session में. The thing what we have learned in the last lecture. We have already known what is the basics of design thinking and what is DTP exactly. We have done entire session about DTP, right? Empathize, design, ideate, prototype, test and implementation. Just I'll give a short recap so that you will not forget it what exactly we have done so that we can continue from there. Empathize means sahanubhuti and your define means paribhashit karna, definition, right? To give a definition. Ideate means vichar karna, to think about it. And prototyping means mool roop dena, to create a first version of hardware or a software of anything, any idea what we are talking all about, right? And the next step will be testing, the parikshan, a series of process evaluation to validate the type of testing and the prototype we are doing, right? It can be of many types, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4 stages, versions. It can be of any sort onto your request and demand, right? And the last one is implementation, lagu karna, how we can put together the decision plan agreement into effect to initiate a plan and what all things. So today we are not going for any kind of PPT and I hope you guys have done the last assignment. My team has received only a few, from which I can see Pradyuman Robotics assignment was the top grade till now. And rest, if you have not submitted, I'm giving you extra time. You can give it to me by your next lecture. Okay. So today we'll be discussing more about this thing, building project via DTP. Project बनाते कैसे हैं, ठीक है? There is one software that is available for free, is called as Google Keep. There is a software called Google Keep, right? And it says URL known as keep.google.com. You just have to punch this, or you can just directly search here Keep Google, right? And once you see this one, Google Keep, check it out and you'll land on some kind of page like this. This is the tabular form of Google Keep. Here you can change the view, list view or the grid view. I totally prefer grid view because this is totally awesome to look and everything is on the one single screen. So why is this software and how does it being used and like how people are using in design environment? Basically this is for sharing ideas. It is just like a sticky notes where you can share it, label it and you can do whatever stuff you want to do. Right? In a moment we'll be learning more about Google Keep, how to use it, how many people can use it together and how we can share vital information here and develop and you can say make ideas into a working scenario. Okay, so let's get started and today we'll learn more about Google Keep, and the last I will give you an assignment and the method to submit that assignment. Okay, so let's see. Let me reset entire screen and begin with let me start it again so that you can see how exactly I've done this thing and you also can do that same. Okay, so let's see from the beginning. So here you can see now my screen is totally clean and there is no notes had been added till now. What exactly we have to do? See? So let's start from the beginning. Click on this particular box, right? And you can see here the menus, the notes, reminders, quadcopter. I've created one label here for labeling my entire project. This project had been named as quadcopter. Okay, this is your archive where you save all the previous notes, and this is your trash where you can see I've already trashed this particular work. And if I click on empty trash, it will clear the entire stuff. Okay, this is totally easy. So before taking a note, let's give it a headline, like making a quadcopter and making a quadcopter drone. Okay, Google does not know the meaning, so we'll add to the dictionary making a quadcopter drone. Okay, and we'll give it a label that I have already mentioned, quadcopter. Okay, so you'll see there is one note created here. We'll assign one color to it so that it looks like a heading, and we'll give it little bit of title through DTP process. I'm just giving it a headline. I'm not making any note right now. This is a headline. Okay, and I'll punch it up. I've pinned that, so it's been pinned. Okay, it will be on top. Now first thing first, empathize. Okay, again this time it says correct. Okay, we'll go for a label quadcopter, and you will see it is here, others. Okay, I'll assign one color. Okay, second one, what was the next one? That was let's see again, this is define. Okay, let's define it, define the idea. We'll check the second color out, give it a label again, and yes, here it is done in the same sequence. Empathize, design, define. Okay, the next one was ideate. See, let me check the spelling again. It is idea TE. It is correct. Okay, so assigning new color, giving it a label again, and it's done. See, 3 notes had been created, 3 title notes had been created. Okay, the next one, let's see the next one. This is prototyping. Okay, let's go for prototype. Same procedure, new color, giving it a label, same project. Take prototype. Next one was testing. Same thing again, making label and prototype. Okay, testing should come here. This one should be deleted. Yeah, this is deleted. Testing, empathize here, define, ideate, and prototype here, and testing next. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. The next one was implement. Okay, so let's check again, implement. Okay, same process, new color, and we'll be adding a label. Done. Okay, now we have 6 contours, different types of contours in here. Okay, so let's start with the first one. This is all about making a quadcopter, right? So according to my knowledge, I'll be telling you how to do this. Okay, and we'll go step by step. Okay, let's see the meaning again. The people who are forgetting it. It is to understand and share the feelings of other person. ठीक है, empathize. In here I'll be making a note but with check boxes. ठीक है. My first agenda is to make a quadcopter drone. ठीक है. My second agenda should be it should fly. ठीक. Third should be carry a weight, or you can say as payload. ठीक है. Low cost as usual. ठीक है. Endurance, let's say 10 minutes. Flight time, total flight time should be 10 minutes. ठीक है. User friendly, okay. Easy to fly. Purpose, we'll define the purpose. Purpose is for simple flying and recording. ठीक है. So you have made a list in empathize. Okay, now you have to define in this one. This is I'm doing it solo. You have to do with a team, or you can do it also solo. But if you have prior knowledge to any project, that would be good. But you have to research and then you have to do it. Okay, I'll let you know how exactly I am doing it. Okay, so I have empathize. That is shared my feeling with other person. And how I'll share this with my team is I'll add a collaborator in here. Just click it and put in an email ID like online.phasrobotics@gmail.com. Okay, and as soon as I hit save in here, this particular note will be shared to the online team. So right now this particular note and this entire project has been shared by the online team of Phase Robotics Solution, who will be able to see this particular project. Okay, so right now what we have done is we have empathized the entire project and made a note what exactly we need. Now let us define user parameters. And remember, when I talk about user parameter, let's do the check boxes again. ठीक है. अब define, I am doing it all solo because I know what exactly we have to do. But when you don't know about define, what you will be doing is you will be doing this thing, this particular step you will be following. You will be making the notes. Before going to definition, you will be brainstorming with some other person who exactly is your user, or you can be your own user. So just think about the session again and keep your all the ideas in this check boxes and define parameters. Like the same thing, it should be user friendly. It can be common, right? It should be user friendly. I'll go more technical with this because I am the one who will be making this project, so I'll be going more technical into this particular project. Okay, so it will be more user friendly. Okay, and endurance should be 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, the next thing I'll need is a battery, so I'll define as a lipo battery because I know what battery to use in this project. Then I need a flight controller, 4 motors because it's a quadcopter, 4 props, that are 4 propellers. ठीक है, 1 FC, that is a flight controller. ठीक है, RX and TX, that is receiver and transmitter. ठीक है, and what is left is the frame. We have to design a frame design, and camera parameters. ठीक है, camera parameters, and we'll be going more on to payload. Let's say payload capacity will be 1 kg. max, or let's say 0.5 kg first. Okay, so as per my experience, I have defined the parameters from my side after reading the user requirement, because user have given me this thing into a proper layman language, and I have converted that definition into a proper strategically engineering language. Now I have to ideate. I have to throw some ideas which frame I can use. Okay, so I'll be putting my ideas for definition of code. Sorry. Yeah, definition of codes. Okay, let's go. So I'll be doing the checkboxes again. Why I'm making the checkboxes? Because it will be very easy when I'll be doing the evaluation of my side, ki how much work I have done and how much work is left. So I can evaluate by just looking onto that particular facts and figures. Okay, so I'm just ideating what all things I'll be needing. Okay, let's start with frame. So I'll be needing a frame of X series, or you can say X slash plus slave plus shape. Okay, first thing. Then I'll need 4 motors. Now I have seen I have to carry a weight of 0.5, so I need low kV rating motor. Low kV, you can say 500 to 100 kV. kV here means not kilovolt, it is RPM per volt. RPM per volt. Okay, how much volt I'll giving to the motor, it will spin according to that ratio. If the motor is of 500 kV, then in 1 volt it will be rotating 500 times in 1 minute. Okay, so if it is a 2 volt, it will be rotating to 1000 RPMs per minute. So that's how the kV ratings work. Okay, so I need 4 motors. I need larger propellers, larger props, because I need an endurance of say 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll be selecting 10 plus inches of prop. Here I'm writing propellers as props. Okay, short form. Next thing, I'll be needing a battery. Configuration will be LiPo, that is lithium polymer battery. Flight time is required, like you can say 10 minutes, so I'll be needing near about 6000 milliampere hour capacity battery. Okay, 6000 mAh battery minimum requirement. Okay, for stable flight, easy to fly, I need a flight controller. You can say NASA series or NACE 32 or Pixhawk, or you can say Pixhawk or F series, or even I can use autopilot with GPS. Okay, and the next thing is, let's see, is anything left in here? RxTX, yes, RxTX and camera parameters we need. Okay, for RxTX we'll be going for Tranis, or for low budget you can go for i6 FlySky transmitters. Okay, and the next thing what is left is camera parameters. So I just need a sports camera, so I'll just keep it a sports camera, sports unbreakable cam. Okay, it can be, you say, GoPro or any action cam. Non-Chinese will be preferred. Okay, so I have done empathizing, I have taken user parameters, I have defined it into technical language. Now I have ideated more specifically what exactly my user is seeking. Okay, now let's go for prototyping. In prototyping, I'll be finding images. If you can see, it's opening my desktop. Okay, right now I have not kept any images in there on my desktop. So this is the entire process. So what I'll be doing is, in prototype, I'll be inserting images here. I'll be inserting images, right? But this 3 steps we'll be doing in the next lecture, because in prototyping, testing and implementation, we'll be doing lot of hand sketches, we'll be working more with images, and in testing we'll be looking onto more technical data, and in implementation is just like delivering the quadcopter to the user, right? So this is what we have planned in. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to you guys. So that's all for today. What next you have to do is, you have to make a Google account. I hope everybody will be having that. Just go to keep.google.com here, this one. Okay, I'll just write it down for you guys. keep.google.com. Okay, just go to keep.google.com. This one, I have pinned it. Just go to this website, okay, and try to make a project of your own. And on this 6 parameters, design the way I have designed these things, and share every this one, you can say this notes, share all the notes and add collaborator as online.physrobotics@gmail.com, so that I can view your projects, what you have done, and if you have done any kind of mistake, I will be able to notify you then and there. I'll make corrections from my side, and we can continue with prototype testing and implementation, and we'll be covering one more topic, that is brainstorming. Okay, and how to carry research for project using Google. Okay, so these 4 topics will be covering in the next session. Till then, try to work on Google Keep and send me your data as soon as possible, so that I can see and guide you guys how to make and develop these projects. Okay, I hope this session is totally fruitful for you guys and you have learned something about Google Keep, and in depth and detail we'll be going into further lecture on the next session. Till then, you can say as your assignment, you have to try Google Keep and send me your entire notes on, I'll just keep it, online.physrobotics@gmail.com. Okay, I'll be needing your assignments before next lecture. Okay guys, so that's all for Google Keep. So how was your experience today about using Google Notes? I hope you guys have enjoyed today's session about all those practices, what we have done, the sharing, the phenomenon, the email ID part, and moreover, generating ideas from web and collaborating entire data together and using different data from different structures, different teams in Google Keep. In next lesson, we'll be learning more about in-depth of brainstorming, how there are different steps and different methods of doing brainstorming sessions all together, keeping in the collaborative touch and maintaining all those perspectives that gives a crunch in developing a new idea into a product. So that's all for today guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's session, and if you have any feedback, any doubt, just put it on the comment section, not on the chat again, because the chat will disappear after some time. So all your queries, all your doubts, just put it on the chat section and I'll be there to help you out guys. So that's all for today, and thank you for coming and watching this session. I hope you have enjoyed, and those who guys are new to this channel and they are joining for the first time, do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon so that you get it on the email once we upload the video every time, and you do not miss any kind of subscription videos from our side. So take care guys, be innovative, be in touch. Jai Hind.